This is the truth between the beef with Shaq and Gilbert Arenas and all of this mess that went on behind it. Now, here's what you guys don't know, because I never told any of you. I had about at least 4 potential warnings that were threatening me. And normally all 4, I think all 4 of them was. One I think was hip hop. The other 3 have been sports beefs. Either some agent or somebody sending me warnings about, like, just trying to harm that person's character. Though everything I'm talking about has been reported for like 4 or 5 years ago. Go check my sports beefs out. Check them out and see if I'm not wrong. Everything that I spoke about has been or was a topic maybe some even 10 years ago. That's like me making a video about Barry Bonds and some steroid use, and then all of a sudden here comes somebody saying I'm tearing down Barry Bonds' character. It wouldn't make sense because that stuff has already been reported like years ago. Now, with that aside, let's move forward. Gilbert Arenas is dating Gloria Gavon. Or not Gloria, but the other one, Laura Gavon. The Gavon sisters are a bunch of whores. Okay? Laura and Gloria Gavon, Love and Basketball Girls, they are what they call industry whores. You know? What they do is they have no talent. Their look is their talent. And their job is to land a high-profile athlete in the NBA. They are at golfing events. They're at all these charity events. They get invited. They do a lot of blow, and they blow people, and this is how they get around. And they're party girls. And their job, find a guy that's going to pay their bills for the rest of their lives. So what Laura Gavon did was do just that. She went and found her meal ticket. A stupid individual by the name of Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. Now, when Agent Zero got hot and he had that little run and he was making all the headlines, that's when this little motor piece came around, and Arenas is finally getting his seat at the table of being a superstar when he was with Washington. So what he did was, I'm going to throw this $1 million birthday party. And then he gets in trouble with the gun. Then his whole life spirals and turns around. In the meantime, he's got this girl. They got a 3-year-old at the crib. And all of a sudden, Arenas and his wife are having problems. Now, I'm not going to say it's all her fault because she was out there doing dirt. Arenas is doing dirt too. See, most of these athletes feel, you're my wife, that means you stay at home, you do what I want you to do. We make public appearances, we go to here and there, but I'm going to still go and bang other chicks on the side. That's my deal. Well, not everybody agrees with that, especially when it's done egregiously. When you messing with their families, you trying to nail their niece, their cousins, everybody in the whole family. You messing with other chicks, you doing God knows what and stuff I can't even mention on the video. So they don't try to flag me any more than they already gonna try to. So you doing all of these things And this person goes out, does one thing, and it was a big rumor. And you was, oh, it wasn't true. But you knew in your hearts of hearts it was true. That Shaq got a piece. Allegedly, Shaq took one of the Gavons for a spin and drenched her in sweat. Now, at this time, Shaq was still with Shawnee at the time, I think. But Shawnee knew. Shaq had so much stuff going on. And same situation, so it's no big deal. But here's the situation. The people had the dates mixed up, so Arenas, who's embarrassed by the situation, is already ticked off with her. He moved. He wasn't even with her, basically, at that time. He had kind of broke it off with her and cutting off the heat. You know, doing childish stuff and throwing him out the house. You know, he was doing all kind of stuff because he was mad. But he had to put out a public statement talking about some, I'll let this go on for a year, and I didn't say nothing because, you know, it just wasn't true, and I just wanted to let people, that's why I didn't respond, because it wasn't true, it's just rumors. He didn't respond because he wanted it to go away. But he was ticked off that this happened. And he kept trying to get a confession out of her, threaten a confession out of her, you know, allegedly. So, when this thing happened with Barnes, with the other sister who he didn't like because he felt she was covering Gloria, and when this situation where Fisher, another Laker, come around here and taking up somebody's woman, it just flames went up, and he was like, he hated both of them. He's like, they ain't good, they unfit parents, and him and Barnes is cool, but they really got tight after he came over there and started whooping on Fisher. And he was, that's what you do? Yeah, get him. You know, so he was, you know, anything against the Gavons. You know, he's all for it. But he didn't step to Shaq. He didn't step to Shaq at all. Now, Arenas is crazy. Now, he rolled around with a bunch of real dudes, you know what I'm saying? And you know, but his thing is, he's one of them goofies that hang around real dudes. And you can't be a goofy and hang around real dudes because the goofy's always the one to get caught with the gun and stuff going down. And you don't want to be that guy. And he put himself in a position to be the goofy. So now that he's the goofy, he ain't got nowhere else to go. He's pretty much stuck like in Goofyville. Like, yeah, you're in Goofville now, buddy, so welcome to the party. You know, like, what you want to do? Because it's really basically over for him now. It's like, what could he do? You hear me? It's all over. His career was done. He couldn't get back in the NBA. So Gilbert Arenas just faded out. And he was mad John Wall came in and took his spot. And he was sitting there trying to show up John Wall every day when John Wall was trying to develop to become one of the best players in the league. And he was trying to, instead of trying to, you know, like I'm going to teach you, he was trying to updo him all the time. He kept getting hurt. It was just done. He wasn't Agent Zero no more. He was just zero. And this goes to show, I tell it on basically every video because all y'all see it. And I want the fans to understand exactly what this is. This is a bunch of lame dudes who walking around here with money and they dealing with these whores and they marrying these whores and putting these whores on television. That's what's happening. Allegedly. They get reality shows, and these people look down on people who go to work every day and doing all this while they shopping in Fifth, Saks Avenues, and they getting all these deals and got all this fake stuff on their face, silicone on their lips and nose, their eyes done. They done had more cosmetic surgery than Frankenstein. So I'm like, look, It's a whole different world. But they have no idea what it's like to go out to really earn a living. All they know, their living is to pinch off someone who has money. But who do you blame? Them, the vultures, or the prey, or the man to be done? You have a chance to go out like a man and make a stand and be with the person that helped you when you got there. Everybody kicked that girl to the curb. And everybody, they dump on LeBron James. But LeBron James stuck with the girl he was with from high school all the way into now. You don't see LeBron James with these hookers. And even though people are like, no, LeBron, he be having them. If he do a damn good job of keeping them quiet, keeping them away. But I tell you what, he put a ring on her finger. I don't care how long it took. He put a ring on her finger and made her an honest woman. The mother of his children, he made her an honest woman. And she deserved it because she was there before the money. She loved him when he was just ugly LeBron. Just a 6 foot tall dude with pimples. Now look what they have. Look what they had now. They built together. They built millions of dollars. She keep him happy at home. She keeps the home happy. That's a wife. That's a woman you stand behind. And that's why I don't boo LeBron James. Because you don't boo a guy like that. And I guess that's about all I can say about that situation. As I done went so far, the TV thing, then I'm paused on. But that's basically it. That's all that happened. Shaq blew the thing off. Shaq wasn't going to get kicked out of no house. All that stuff, like they said, Shaq and Kobe, that stuff was done. Had no effect on the thing with Shawnee. You know, Shawnee got like 5 kids by Shaq. Shaq can't get away. You know, it's like, look, this your wife. You know, she was trying to be I don't know. She had her own TV show in Miami. She was doing good. But she was on the air interviewing people. Now she got this love and hip hop stuff and she getting her money. But same scenario. I'm telling you, if y'all don't change the game and stop being victim and chasing all these strippers and video vixens, and this is a brain disease. This is a brain disease. Y'all are mentally messed up behind all this garbage and trash that's out here. And you can't even watch a commercial. People want to bang the AT&T girl on the commercial. She hot, I'll do her. I'll be like, man, dude, y'all don't even know her. Y'all look at everything and break everything down to sex. This is why you cannot have a conversation with a woman. This is why y'all don't know how to talk to them. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all just automatically thinking sex all the time. Like a little, you know, like that's what teenagers do. And these are 28, 30-year-old people talking like teenagers. And acting like it, you know, because they show you the rappers, they act like teenagers, and these dudes 35. They doing what teenagers do, or college guys. College guys run around with strippers and stuff all the time and do that Gone Girl Wild stuff because this is their first time out in the world. Y'all make this a daily routine. You got Lil Wayne running around here pouring water on phones and licking on phones and knowing he's not even knowing he's setting black folks back another 50 years doing that crap. You see, they didn't ask Justin Bieber to do nothing like that. They ain't asked nobody else but Lil Wayne. He fits. I was disgusted when I saw that commercial. And I thought I was alone. Other people too was like, yeah, that's coonery right there. I was like, yep, it is finest. They don't care as long as they get a check. But y'all gotta stop supporting the trash. Stop supporting this bad girl and hip hop wives, all this craziness with these women who don't amount to anything. They don't bring any talent to the table. All it is about talking about absolutely nothing. Basketball wives. What does that is gonna bring? What kind of stuff that's gonna do for you? Watching a show like that, watching black women argue. Basketball wives. She threw a party because I threw a party. That's why she threw a party. It's retarded. Stop going after these strippers like that. They're not. Listen, I don't like to tell people what to do with their lives, but pretty soon you gotta wake up. If you're young, go ahead, go wild. You know, you new in the world, but if you 35, 45, going into the strip clubs every day looking for strippers to take home and stuff like that, where did your life go wrong? Because something went terribly wrong for that to be your out. And see, the NBA, you know, they gonna hate this video. I'm gonna get another complaint, but the NBA, they act like they promote for kids. This is about the children, yay! But the athletes and all these parties and all these people you put in there, give access to, are all these slutty girls. And you got all these slutty girls wearing these slutty outfits coming around little kids with basketballs who's looking up to these basketball players, and then they see the basketball player with the slutty wife or the girl who could be the stripper. I mean, it's like, are you serious? Let's not even get on Steph Curry, the man of the league, and his wife. Let's not go there. But you start putting stuff together and think they just met out of love. I'm telling you, all this stuff, man, is ridiculous. And it's sickening. It's all a show. It's all terrible. And this is the mind state that poisons people to death. It's like they poisoned the whale. Everything you see on television is either sex or nothing. Sex, sports, murder, nothing. That's it. They sell you that 24 hours a day. People want to hit the Progressive lady, Flo from Progressive Insurance. I hit that. It has gotten way out of control. You got players sleeping with players' wives. And, I mean, you used to get beat up for stuff like this. Beat to a pulp. Now it has become the norm of the league. Passing a girl around. 2 players passed on a player's wife. And the other player passed them to his homeboy because they was that close. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to stay out of that situation because I'm probably going to get attacked for this all over the place. But I'm done. This video's over. All of this, too, I mentioned is false. I want to put this disclaimer at the end. Everything I mentioned is false. I made it up out of my imagination, I guess. And these people's names that just came to me. So I'm out.